Welcome back to our podcast, What I Love About Bell with Hillary Cole, episode 10. And joining us today, we have Hillary Cole, as always, our direct-to-consumer manager. Hi, Hillary.
Hi.
And our winemaker, John Hazak. Welcome, John.
Good morning.
So, Hillary, what is happening at Bell?
Well, as we've been talking about for months and months, we finally officially launched the new Scoundrel label. So that launch is behind us, and he's well on his way into his new life. So we can kind of pivot back our focus back to Bell and getting back to that. Obviously our focus never left Bell in that brand, but Scoundrel with his little transition needed a little bit more focus than he normally gets. Leaving the year with that kind of going into the holiday season, just finished getting the holiday gift sets together. For the first time, we designed a custom gift box for the holiday season that I'm really excited about. It'll be a gift set that we've never offered before, with different items in it that's never been offered before. So looking forward to that release. So that email will be coming out. And right now is really my favorite time for visiting wineries. I know most people really enjoy visiting wineries like in the thick of harvest and everything when there's so much energy. But right now when it's quieter and as we're approaching Thanksgiving and then going through, January, like this time of year when you've got those color changes, when the hills are green instead of gold and the vines are brown and get those deep fall tones and everything, this is to me the best time. This is when the production crews are, a little more relaxed and taking their breaths, and the hospitality crews and the sommelier teams are able to kind of like take a breath as well. I think this is the best time to be at a winery, and so for me, this is also when I like to get out as well. So as far as around here at Bell, I think that's kind of where we're all at. We're kind of catching our breath from harvest. Very excited about going into this end of the year phase with getting this vintage's wines to bed, getting everything ready for the holiday season. Personally, me doing my annual trip to France in January, where I'll go and visit, a bunch of French houses while I'm there, and kind of take advantage of that, my favorite time of year while I'm over there, and then come back and start it all over, But definitely, while we're in that transition, also visiting some of our friends in the valley, and I think this is a great time to come out to Napa and really get some time in with some of your favorite wineries. Just getting those holiday sets together and getting ready for the holiday season. And then as John and I have been talking about a couple of bigger projects, this is what we do. We love projects around here. So John and I have been talking about a couple of bigger projects for going forward that he's gotten to follow up on a little bit, and I think we'll turn it over to him for that.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to give a quick update on what's going on around the winery. 2022 harvest is over. All the wines are officially put to bed, and we are actually finishing malolactic fermentation in barrel and cleaning up some of the wines, getting them back to tank, cleaning up the barrel from any sediment that has fallen to the bottom of the barrels, and now begins the true aging process. The lighter reds will spend about 1.5 years in barrel, and the big Cabernets will spend 2 years at this point. So it's again a slower, quieter time, but still plenty of action going on. Also, this time of year, with harvest aside and things moving smoothly, it allows me to get back to a lot of the things that I don't always like paperwork, regulatory stuff, but also, like Hillary said, some other projects. One of the ones that I am revisiting is actually our Napa Green certification. When Napa Green was first put together in around 2005 to 2008 period, it was a little bit looser, still run through the Napa Valley Vintners organization. So it was a little more hodgepodge, but doing the right thing, going the right direction. Requirements were there, but not necessarily enforced quite as much. Now they have really become their own entity, and we were certified until 2019, and then they went through this change period where it's become a lot more holistic. It's a lot more about total environmental stewardship, and it is now front to back. It is the vineyards, what we do in the vineyards, what we do in the winery, and I'm talking about the entire facility, not just winemaking, but also on hospitality side, administrative side. It is a lot more of a complete program, which also means that the requirements are a lot more, fierce, and we are going down that pathway. We are on a challenging site. We are next to a creek, and we are in a floodplain area, so it is challenging for us, but we are going to do everything we can to do what we need. We already have installed some insectary rows between the creek and our vineyards, doing everything we can to protect pollinators that come into the vineyards. And what a lot of this entails is a restricted or prohibited use of pesticides in order to protect our biome, our whole environment. Water use, water efficiency, energy efficiency, anything connected to greenhouse gases, sustainability of soils. We've come a long way. I think a lot of people may remember the 70s, 80s, DDT, other, people were using pesticides in a more rampant way without consideration for the environment. And I think in the last few decades, around the world, especially in our industry, we've realized how bad that was for the environment. And we are really taking steps to make sure that does not happen again. And what we do is sustainable and protecting of our environment. So it's a big program. A lot of steps are, we have to go through a lot of steps, but I think it's doing the right thing. It's social equity, it's protection of our environment, and making sure that we, leave a great industry for, generations to come. So we'll be working on that quite a bit.
Yeah, and I'm excited that we're doing that, and we've kind of started touching on this project earlier in the year, even just in making our glass selections for different wines going forward. We've had a couple bottles that are quite heavy, and even just in electing to go with lighter glass for some of the wines, and really moving forward to discontinue the use of that really heavy glass to help reduce our carbon footprint. And considerations such as that, just like you said, the stewardship and the paying attention to the changes that we can make. The incorporation of getting into lighter cardboard boxes that could be recycled, and starting to kind of move away from the wooden boxes. Not that the wooden boxes can't be reused and repurposed, but they're extremely heavy for shipping purposes. That's all carbon footprint things that are all things that will have to be examined, and I think that I'm glad that these are things that we'll be taking a look at.
Yeah, they are part of the program. All aspects of our business are looked at, and we have consideration for all of those steps. And if we want to pursue this, we do have to make some hard decisions here and there, but it's doing the right thing.
Well, that's very exciting and obviously very important. So keep us posted on the Napa Green certification process.
Yeah, I think one thing that is definitely out there is you hear about organic, you hear about sustainable, and they're important words, but I think they've been less defined in the past. Mm-hmm. And part of this is defining what do those mean, and and having measurables, having goals against all those.
Absolutely.
So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Good. And then stay tuned for our holiday pack. We're excited to share our offerings this season. As always, Hillary, as we wrap up our podcast 10, super exciting. What do you love about Bell?
Coming on the heels of this discussion about kind of pursuing a genuine, true sustainability route. I think after this full year of some really huge projects, this is podcast 10, so this has been since February September, since February, talking about several major, huge projects. And I love that we're not tired yet. So I guess that would be it. So like, we're not tired. Like we've still got the energy after a year's worth of challenges, a year's worth of huge gains, and a year's worth of huge projects. We're still on the horizon of looking at more, looking at more gains, looking at more large projects. We're not tired. We're still going.
The motivation is there.
Yes, the motivation is there.
Energy and motivation. Awesome. Thank you for joining us today. It certainly is a beautiful time to visit, so we look forward to seeing you soon. For more information, give us a ring or visit our website, bellwine.com.